Let's start with this. President starting his day meeting with leaders as Washington as the NATO Summit wraps up. Then at 1:30 p.m. he's going to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. His day will end with that news conference taking place this evening at 6:30 p.m. and the world will be watching. And joining me now, Fox 5's Morgan McKay. Morgan, first of all, the fact that we're talking about this is the president's first time speaking to the press, the first time this year, the person that's running the country is speaking to the press. It is shocking. It's slightly alarming. No prompter, nothing scripted, correct?
So President Joe Biden rarely does solo press conferences, which are unscripted. And like you said, this is the first one this year. The last one he did was in November 2023. Now, he has done sit-down interviews with different media outlets, such as ABC last week, but this is going to be much different. You're going to have multiple reporters shouting questions at him. He's going to have to navigate that. And like you mentioned, everybody is going to be watching him so closely, and that includes elected officials. And as more and more elected officials are starting to call on him to step aside in this race, and that includes Congressman Pat Ryan.
You spoke to him recently, right? This is the 8th congressional member to tell Biden to step down. So what was that interaction like, and what did you take away from that conversation?
Yes, so I just spoke with him just a couple hours ago. Now, Congressman Pat Ryan, he is in a tough race this election cycle. He's in a swing district, and this sentiment is felt by a lot of House Democrats this year that are in tough re-election races this year. They're worried about having Biden at the top of the ticket, how it's going to affect down-ballot candidates. Now, I asked the congressman, why now? Why come out now? And he said he was very alarmed by what he saw in the debate. Here he is with more.
I felt it was really a patriotic duty for me and on behalf of my constituents who agree with me that I call on him to step aside and honor this promise he made to be a bridge to the next generation.
Now, I will mention that he also said that he hasn't spoken with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries since he made this announcement, which is very interesting because a lot of eyes are going to be watching what Jeffries does and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
But it's interesting because you can see what's really happening behind closed doors just by reading some of the headlines. Speaking of that, Axios, which is Chuck Schumer open to dumping Biden in 2024. Some interviews with Nancy Pelosi, who she was just refusing to say that Joe Biden should stay in. And another interesting one, Joe Manchin saying, just wait till this weekend. What does this all mean?
Yeah. Now, like you mentioned, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been very dodgy on her answers on if President Biden should be staying in the race. And she has been urging, reportedly, privately to different elected officials to just sort of wait until NATO wraps up because it's so important. But a lot of eyes are going to be on just this press conference as well, just to see how this goes tonight. Now, here at home, the Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, also in a big sort of surprise, came out yesterday to say that he also thinks that Biden should step out of the race. And that's a huge break from Governor Kathy Hochul, who's probably been the loudest cheerleader for Biden, especially since the debate. She's a delegate for him. Even this morning, she was tweeting about how she's sticking with Joe Biden. Now, she held a press conference just a short time ago, and she's currently in that press conference. We have a colleague, Michelle Ross, who's there, who's hopefully going to be able to get some answers from her about how she feels about this split.
Yeah, I was going to say that you're not in line. Your lieutenant governor saying one thing and you're coming out saying another. You're wondering if they're going to get on the same page, and maybe that's going to happen this weekend. We'll see. All right, Morgan, thanks so much for bringing us your insight on that.